Good evening and welcome to Aldo Sintaga Stadium. I'm Hunter Vaughn, bringing you Horizon League men's soccer action as your Green Bay Phoenix will be taking on the Wright State Raiders tonight in a huge matchup to eventually decide seeding in the Horizon League tournament. Two players to watch. First for the home team, number 31, Nikola Kuvedchik. He's the goalkeeper, and he was last week's Defensive Player of the Week, saving 80% of the shots he's seen this season and has back-to-back shutouts for the Phoenix. But he'll have to deal with number 13, Alec Philippe, who leads the Raiders with 11 goals so far this season. When we come back, we'll have the opening kick of Horizon League men's soccer on ESPN3.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
Take the worry out of winter driving by riding on a new set of tires from Mills Fleet Farm. Need tires for your truck, car, or SUV? Get the tires you need at the prices you can afford. Fleet Farm carries all the best brands: Michelin, BF Goodrich, Cooper, Roadrunner, and many more. Stop in to see our full selection. If you have questions, our experienced team can help. Be safe, be smart. Get the best tires at the best prices. Mills Fleet Farm.
UW Green Bay has been the place where I could learn more, do more, and be more.
The campus is beautiful. We're surrounded by trees and the Arboretum, and we're just off of the bay.
UW Green Bay has pushed me above and beyond what the average student has done.
My classes are very personal. There's always time before and after to talk to the professor.
There's always something going on here on campus.
It's been like the most fun time of my life.
I feel like at the university I can go anywhere because there's so many programs and different opportunities offered here.
I've definitely grown professionally as well as personally, and I have UW Green Bay to thank for that.
Welcome back to Aldo Sintaga Stadium. I'm Hunter Vaughn, bringing you Horizon League men's soccer between the Wright State Raiders and your Green Bay Phoenix. Starting lineups, first for the visiting 16th ranked Wright State Raiders, it'll be number 4, Harvey Slade, 6, Braden McNitt, 8, Jackson Dietrich, number 9, Stefan Rockvik, 11, Deary Corfey, number 13, Alex Philippe, 19, Dan Bent, 23, Sam Orstowski, number 25, Eric Hutton, and number 24, Blake Pitster, and then in goal will be number 29, Joel Sundell. For the Green Bay Phoenix, it will be number 2, Baran Husseini, number 3, Andre Bayrez, 4, Jack Bradford, 6, Ian Smith, 8, Bernard Esibi Rule, number 10, Brian Vang, number 14, Joey Bourgeois, 17, Brady Lenius, then number 24, JT Spaeth, and then number 27, Clay Brown. In goal will be number 31, Nikola Kuvedchik. Kuvedchik last week, or this past week, named the Horizon League Defensive Player of the Week, as the Phoenix had back-to-back shutout games with victories, a 1-0 victory over Central Arkansas back on October 13th, and then on the 20th, a huge 2-0 victory against the Flames of UIC, which puts the Phoenix in a great spot in the Horizon League standings now with 10 points on the year. You see they're in a tie for third place with IUPUI, UIC sitting with 13 points, and Wright State at 16 with 2 conference games left for everyone in the conference these next 2 weeks. So a lot can happen in these 2 weeks. All the Phoenix can do, though, is win these next 2 games, get themselves to 16 points, and then they just have to wait and see based on what everyone else in the conference does. But really a great spot if you're a fan of the Phoenix. All they have to do is just win, and that's their expectation for the next 2 matches for Green Bay. Wright State will be in their all-white road uniforms with the yellow numbers as they get it underway with the opening kick. They're going to try attacking right away. They wanted to try and get Philippe down the near side quickly. That went out for a throw-in for the Raiders. Cleared back out. Now the Phoenix with it in their long sleeve gray uniforms tonight with the green shorts. It's Wright State with the early amount of the possession here to begin the first half. And this Wright State team playing very well to begin, or to finish off the season in their last 5 matches, going 4-0-1 with victories over West Virginia, on the road at Oakland, at home against IUPUI, and then a road victory last time out, a 3-1 win at Marshall. Green Bay now trying to just get some good sustained possession. As Vang had plenty of room, gets it all the way up ahead for Clay Brown. That's touched off the defender, who just has to send that out for a throw-in, taken quickly by the Phoenix. And there's a shot on, and it is into the side of the net. Looked like it was good for a goal. You take a look at the replay. It was a beautiful cross into the box, and then had to take just the quick one touch. You see there hitting the side of the netting, looking like it went in. A number of fans started to celebrate here, thinking that the Phoenix had gotten an early goal 2 minutes in. Bradford just escorts that out. Wright State has to go all the way back to their keeper, Sundell, before he gives it off to Bent. Some great quick passing for Wright State, but then some miscommunication, forcing a turnover. Brown with it now. He's got space out in front of him. Tried to take a cut back in, but that'll go off the foot of Dan Dent, the senior defender from Kent, England. This will be a corner for the Phoenix. They take it quickly. Then there'll be a whistle, a free kick for Wright State. Bourgeois wasn't exactly a fan of that, and then just take a look at the replay. You see there, he put that step out, just catching the top of the foot of Bent. And the official stops them from taking a fast free kick. So that's why we have the stoppage here, as Sundell will just come out for this one. Free kick, or excuse me, the throw in taking quickly. Still scoreless as we're into the 5th minute of action here at Aldo Cintaga Stadium. So that goes out for a throw-in for Green Bay. Bourgeois centering it. So far, it's been some strong defense from both teams. And the official keeps his flag down. Some of the defenders wanted it offsides. But it'll still be a goal kick, and some of the defenders having a conversation with the official on this near sideline. But again, the defense for both of these teams very strong on the season. As again, Phoenix haven't allowed a goal in their last 2 matches. Line drive cross that's headed down and then chipped back out. Bourgeois now on the counterattack. Brown touches off for Bourgeois into the box, trying to get some space. He has to give it back to JT Spaeth. Brown working to get some room. He's got the 2 defenders there, and again just kicked out for another throw in for the Phoenix. Spaeth wanted the give and go that time. Brown didn't like the pass, so he hung on to it. Vang nearly loses it, makes a nice move to hang on to the ball. That's going to be offsides. Ball rattling around. Green Bay finally able to get possession. Brown gives it back to Spaeth, who loses it. That was a nice job by Vang to slow down that attack just enough to throw it off, and for at least the moment. That cross knocked down. Then chipped out, it'll be a throw in for Wright State. And that clear attempt is still going to be knocked down in the box. And then that finally goes out off of a Raider for a goal kick. So some dangerous couple of seconds there for the Phoenix as we're just now into the 10th minute of play. Green Bay with the lone shot, as that was a shot from a CB Rule that ended up going off of the far side of the net. Spaeth will throw in. Brown with a great move. That's chipped up ahead. Rule with it. He gets taken down hard. We'll say it was ball first, but it goes out for another corner for Green Bay. This will be their second corner. First one, they decided to try and take it quickly, as you see here. CB Rule getting taken down, and there was definitely ball first that time. Trying to go near post. Cleared away, and Wright State trying to counterattack. There again, the Phoenix showing off their work as a backline defensive group. Able to keep that counterattack from really having any sort of danger. They'll have to do it again, though. Now the Phoenix are going to have a chance at a counter. That shot is knocked down by Bent. Both teams early on willing to play a possession game. Had a couple of quick fast break opportunities, but otherwise they're going to try and work the ball around, get numbers into the box. Brown can't quite get to it, and Bent gets tripped up. You see here on the replay, and just kind of catching the heel again of Bent. So there's a free kick now for the Phoenix. They take it quickly. Long pass chipped up ahead. Kvedchik being really smart about that play. Came out hard to come after the ball, realized that he needed to try and play off of it and used his body to shield the attacker before it went into the box so he could pick it up. Bourgeois having to circle back. Not a whole lot of action here in the first 15 minutes. A few scoring opportunities for the Phoenix, as they've had two corners with a single shot so far, or excuse me, with two shots so far. Neither of them on goal, though. And that'll be a throw in for Green Bay. Bourgeois in the center of the pitch. He gets forced into a double team and ends up turning it over. Another long chip up ahead. And they're unable to keep that in, so that'll be a throw in for Wright State. And that's cleared down, and then Vang with the full clearance. Raiders still able to keep possession. And that ball stays in, low cross into the box. Still with it. And then that's headed down by Green Bay. Looked like for a moment Green Bay was going to be able to get out and run, but Bourgeois had to circle back so far to be able to keep possession. Ended up slowing things down and allowing the defense for Wright State to get back. That pass not far enough for Brown. Long pass up ahead, wanting to get it up to Bourgeois. That rolls into the hands of Sundell. Philippe back to Bent. Now Wright State switching sides. Some miscommunication, maybe an opportunity for the Phoenix. Wanted to try and get it to Bourgeois. He still has a chance, and that just has to be cleared out over the sideline for a throw in for Green Bay. Vang with a great move. That cross is knocked down. And then that'll be a stoppage. They give advantage to Wright State for a free kick. Both teams opting more to go with quick free kicks, even in a spot where you're close to midfield, instead of trying to get people forward and setting something up on a long pass. And that shot up over the backstop netting. So that'll be the first shot for the Raiders. Again, I like the idea of when you've got the space, even being out about 22, 24 yards like that, put a shot on goal, see if you can't get something that'll come down hard and be able to just sneak in on the underneath the crossbar. Especially if you're Wright State and that's your first shot and you're in now just getting into the 20th minute of action, you need to start putting some shots on goal. And Wright State leads the conference in shots per game, which then for that to be their first shot so far in this half, very good sign for the Phoenix. Brown was looking to try and turn the corner, has to give it back to Vang. Phoenix keeping possession. Nearly losing it, but able to at least get it off and up to Vang. Spaeth back to Linnaeus. And some nice moves that time from Corfy. That shot will stay well wide for another goal kick, and into the 23rd minute again. Now 4 shots total, 2 shots for each team, neither of them on goal. Quick throw in taken by Green Bay. A CB Rule trying to win the foot race. Is able to get that touch to go off of the defender for another corner. 3rd corner now of the game for Green Bay. 2nd one on that far side. The first time they tried to go near corner, but it was cleared out. High corner this time, and that goes right into the hands of Sundell. Able to get ahead on that, and now Phoenix have to get back defensively. They're able to do it. Smith sends it back to Kovedchek. And there'll be another shot, and that was just a quick turnaround to see if they couldn't get something on goal. Green Bay does have their first shot on goal after that corner kick that went right into the hands of Sundell. Now some attacking pressure coming from Wright State. A couple of great moves from Philippe, and then that is headed over the touchline for a corner. That's a dangerous play by the defender. Try and head the ball up over the net there. You have to really know what you're doing, because that could easily end up being an own goal if you misplay that ball. Line drive cross. Stays with Wright State. Another cross into the box. That's punched away by Kuvedchik, and then he's able to leap up and come down with it. You take a look at the replay. Kuvedchik, great job coming out, punching that away, and then leaping up and able to get that coming out off of the line. Vang with the missed touch. CB rule. Cross pitch to Spaeth. He's got to pass up ahead for Brown. Brown with a little bit of room. That pass just behind the running Linnaeus that time. Excuse me, that was actually number 13, Sela. They just made that substitution and ended up just seeing the 1 on the number for both of them being, with Sela being 13 and Linnaeus being 17. And here's another corner now for Wright State. That crosses all the way through, and then a mistouch to clear it. So a line drive that just keeps on going wide. So dangerous moments for the Phoenix, as it was first the ball rattling around in the box, and then a misplay on the clear. But luckily that shot just keeps on sailing wide, but it will be another corner. And that is headed up over the net for a goal kick.
And for the Phoenix, number 7, Tomer Zaxlar, number 21, Kareem Lauba.
And Tomer Zlakzauer and Kareem Lauba now checking in for Green Bay. So they're getting 2 fresh attacking legs for the Phoenix in these last 16 minutes of the first half. Phoenix putting some pressure on, and Sundell just able to get away. Zvang was the one able to corral it. Zloxauer trying the one touch to get past the defense, and now Wright State with some numbers going forward. Intercepted by the Phoenix. Lauba has to pass it back. Smith will go wide to Spaeth. Bradford chips up ahead, wanted to get it to Brown. Philippe now for Wright State. Then there's going to be a whistle, free kick for Green Bay. That's a rough play if you're, as you see the replay here, is Brown getting pushed off the ball like that, and then if you're Wright State to be playing the ball quickly like that and sending it the opposite way, the officials within their right on a play like that to card you for making a play like that when they award a free kick going in the opposite direction. But that was definitely a spot where Race just didn't know exactly what direction the free kick had given. It wasn't like he was intentionally trying to slow the game down. And there's another shot, and then the one touch just going wide. Some great build-up action from the Phoenix, and then that last touch just keeping the ball sailing wide as you take a look at the replay. It was a great pass and a move to get some space, and then a nice hard line drive. Great run from Tomer Zloxauer, who's just coming off of the bench. That was just inches away from being a goal for Green Bay to end this scoreless first half that we're in. Brown trying to find some room. He has it taken away. Throw in for Green Bay. Sela can't get to that. That pass going all the way through back to the Phoenix defense. Chip up ahead to Sela. Back heel pass to Brown, who's able to get to it. Brown now attacking, moves inside, and then just has it knocked away. Brown trying to get through a triple team that time. That goes out, throw in for Wright State. So Samar Perez coming in for Wright State, and then Michael Carrion Jr. coming in for Green Bay. Carrion Jr. will be playing here on this near side as he comes in for Clay Brown. Lauba in the center of the pitch. Tries to chip up ahead for Carrion Jr. He's able to make a play on it and get into the box. Now he's got to try and get a cross off, and that will go out for another corner. That's the fourth corner now coming up for Green Bay. Carrion Jr. coming off the bench, making a great run with fresh legs late here in this first half. High free kick, tried to go back post. That is up in the air, and Sundell will just snatch it down. Sundell, junior goalkeeper from Sweden. Mentioned in the open the numbers for Nikola Kovedchik this year with 80% save percentage, 3-3-2 on the year, and Sundell, a great goalkeeper for Wright State, saving 76% of the shots, but he's 11-1-2 on the year, and Wright State on the season is 12-1-2. He's only missing a single game for the Raiders as Sundell. Spaeth with plenty of room. He's got Carrion Jr. to his left. He'll find him. Jr. into the box. And then that will go back behind the goal for a goal kick. So Carrion Jr. with two great runs here in the last couple of minutes for Green Bay, putting some pressure on this left side of the defense. Pass up ahead to Zlakzauer. He's got some room. Still trying to get into the center, able to get past another defender. That shot is knocked down, and that'll be offsides. That was Kareem Lauba who made that run a little bit too early. That's the second offside now for the Phoenix. Throw in taken quickly by Green Bay. Carrion Jr. touches off for Sela. Wanted to go wide to Lauba. And then that's intercepted by the Raiders. They tried to work ahead quickly, and they're still able to keep possession, at least for a brief moment. Carrion Jr. there wanted the ball, but Lauba wasn't able to find him. Lauba trying to make a move. Has to just pass it back. Then a high cross into the box, and Carrion Jr. making a run in. Just touching that over the top of the net again. That definitely caught the defense off guard for Wright State. Carrion Jr. just getting too much of the bottom of the ball. When you go up for a header like that, you want to try and get it to come crashing back down. And there's a free kick for Wright State, and Green Bay trying to slow down the fast pace free kicks that the Raiders have been trying this first half. So they'll send this into the box. And then a whistle. So this will be a free kick for Green Bay. So we're just about 5 minutes left now in the half. And again, this is an incredibly important match for both teams. Looking ahead at for Horizon League standings is again Wright State sitting in first place right now with 16 points. And the Phoenix right behind them at 10. UIC is also sitting at 13. And the way the Horizon League tournament works, the top 6 teams get in. So Green Bay is in no danger of not getting into the Horizon League tournament. But then right now sitting at a tie for third, they would host a match in the opening rounds instead of getting an extra couple of days off and being that 2 seed. So the Phoenix send a line drive into the box that rattles around. Carrion Jr. has to circle back to get to it. He'll dump it back off for Spaeth. Spaeth tried to get it to Lauba. Vang, a back heel pass. And then high arcing cross. Tried to go near post. And then it'll be a throw in for the Raiders. After the Phoenix had a solid run of some possession, Wright State trying to do the same and at least keep the ball a while, and that'll go out for a throw in for Green Bay. They'll go cross pitch. Spaeth has to head it back to Kuvedchek. Nearly a dangerous pass that time, intended for Vang. Luckily Smith was there to recover, and then a long pass up ahead to Zloxauer. He can't get to it as Sundell comes off of his line to scoop it up. Bent looking to pass all the way up the pitch, and that's taken down by Smith. Chipped ahead and too far out for Lauba, who had a step. We're closing in on a minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
That goes out, another throw in for Wright State. That'll go out. A little bit of a debate over whose throwing that would be, but it goes the way of the Raiders. Zloxauer with an interception. He's got 15 seconds left to go. Gets it ahead to Carrion Jr. This will be the last opportunity for the Phoenix, and Carrion Jr. just too hard of a touch that time as he was trying to set up for a final cross into the box.
3, 2, 1.
And that will do it for the first half of action. We are scoreless here at Aldo Cintaga Stadium between the Phoenix and the Raiders. So we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have some of the first half highlights. There were a few scoring opportunities between both teams, and we'll go over some of the stats. Again, we'll be back after this short break here on ESPN 3.
Athletics recognized and thanks to Eagles. The official athletic footwear, apparel, and accessory brand of Phoenix Athletics. Be sure to pick up Athletics like Anchor United for the continued support from your athletics. Cell Copy, built for you. For all your copy needs, visit DigiCopy at 211 East Walnut Street. DigiCopy can handle all your printing and copying needs, no matter how big the project. Visit dcopy.net for more information. Fans, stay up to date on your favorite Phoenix teams, players, and coaches. Be sure to visit GreenBayPhoenix.com. GreenBayPhoenix.com is your source for scores, videos, tickets, and more. Prevent Health, our compassionate caring physicians are accepting appointments at health centers throughout the region. Prevent Health has the tools, support, and care you need close to home. When you pursue good health, happiness comes along for the ride. Prevent Health, official healthcare provider for Green Bay Phoenix. Attention fans, concessions will be closing with 15 minutes left in the second half. Make sure to grab your snacks and drinks before they close. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for spending your money here.
We gotta finish our chances. We've created plenty of them. Story of our season, man.
That's very true.
You know,
They've been for the middle part of the season.
yep. If Adi was here, we'd be up 2-0, brother.
Audie's a natural finisher. He can create, he can finish. That's why he's in the pros. And
Welcome back to Aldo Cintaga Stadium. 0-0 is our score at the half. Phoenix and Raiders all tied up. And again, the Phoenix with 6 shots total in that half, one of them on goal, while Wright State with 4 shots, and you see some of the scoring opportunities. This first one was the first opportunity. Looked like it was going to be a goal for a CB Rule. Then that cross in, the defense for Green Bay playing very well, not giving up a number of opportunities. And there's another just off pass intended for Bourgeois, and then a wide shot from Wright State. And this was the one shot on goal that went right into the hands of Sundell. And then Kuvedchik playing very well again in this match, coming out off of his line to snap that one up. And there was another just barely missed touch early on in the playing time for Tomer Zloxauer. Then Michael Carrion Jr., another one of the first half subs for Green Bay, able to come in and at least get a couple of scoring chances and make the defense for Wright State have to work late in that first half. Again, 0-0 is our score. We'll be taking another break as, again, 0-0 the score here at the half, as this is Horizon League Soccer on ESPN 3. 0-0 the score at the half between the Wright State Raiders and your Green Bay Phoenix. And this is one of 4 Horizon League matches going on this evening as Oakland's on the road at Cleveland State. UIC is playing, but they are in a non-conference game in Charlotte, North Carolina, taking on the 49ers of Charlotte. And then Detroit Mercy is in Milwaukee taking on the Panthers. And the Horizon League is celebrating 40 years of competition, as the Horizon League is comprised of 10 public and private institutions, 7 of which are located in top 36 media markets. Additionally, over 600 events appear annually on ESPN3 and ESPN+. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com. No matter where you go, you can take the Horizon League with you. Find the latest scores, stats, standings, and behind-the-scenes action at horizonleague.com and at Horizon League on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. And in 2006, the Horizon League was an innovator as the first collegiate conference to launch a digital network. Today, Horizon League on ESPN3 and ESPN Plus offers fans over 600 live events. For the latest schedule of events, go to horizonleague.com. And the Horizon League, and each year, Horizon League student athletes are involved in hundreds of service and outreach programs, including league-wide involvement with Special Olympics, the world's largest sports organization for people with intellectual disabilities, One Love Foundation, which focuses on ending relationship violence, and Team Impact, which pairs chronically ill children with college teams. To learn more, search hashtag HLCares or visit horizonleague.com. Again, 0-0 our score here at the half. We'll be taking yet another break, as again, the Phoenix and the Raiders are tied up at 0. We'll be back after this. I'll talk about the conference standings then when I come back, because then I'll talk about that so then we can get that one more break in here at the half. Okay.
Hey, Swag, you see this graphic right here? Check this out. Look at that gift right there. Oh, yeah. Isn't that pretty cool? That is cool. How do you do that? Is that like an open Adobe design? You see this bit, Joey? It's going to be After Effects, it looks like. How do you do that? After Effects. Was it After Effects? Yeah. We go talk to the boy. That's pretty sick right there, huh? This is my guy. He's like a big whiz on that. He does that shit all the time. He's a whiz. You gotta like doing that type of stuff. How was it down there?
That's the way to go. I don't know about the 14.
0-0 the score at the half. Wright State and Green Bay tied up, and this is a big match for Horizon League standings and going into the conference tournament for both of these teams, as that will be getting underway not this next week, but the following week. And as we take a look at the conference standings, Wright State at 5-0-1 in first place. They have 16 points. Then UIC sitting at 13, with Green Bay and IUPUI tied up at 10 points apiece. So the Phoenix, again, if they can come away with a victory and get 3 more points, they'll be tied with UIC, and having that victory over the Flames should give them the tiebreaker to then not have to play in that first round of games on Monday, November 5th. So they wouldn't have to play then until Thursday the 8th, which would most likely be down in Dayton at Wright State. So again, a huge game for the Phoenix, and Wright State trying to hang on to first place in the Horizon League Conference with those 16 points, as UIC still within a distance of possibly winning the conference as well. And Green Bay still with a chance to win the conference, but again, they'd have to win their next two. You'd also need losses from UIC and then Wright State as well for that to happen for the Phoenix. So we'll take another break. Again, 0-0 our score here at the half between the Phoenix and the Raiders. We'll be back with the second half after this. Yeah.
If they tie or if they clinch first place. Right.
Yeah.
But if we won out.
If we won out, they UIC and Wright State lose out. We should finish first, but we have the tiebreaker over UIC and Wright State.
Are they up?
They're 27-3, a minute to go in the first quarter. They got the rook in the first quarter already. They got DiVincenzo in the first quarter already. Who's that name? Their rookie, DiVincenzo. The Bucks. He was struggling with shooting early on.
I couldn't stand him in the Big East since I love Marquette.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad he's with the Bucks, but I'm glad he's not at Villanova.
Is he a two-time national champ for Villanova?
Yeah.
And he was the national title game last year. He came off the bench and scored like 30 or something. That's crazy. His preseason games, he was
Yeah.
I love that we have Gary Silverback. I love that we have Brooke Lopez. He's a big man. He can play anywhere. He shoots deep. John Henson is shooting threes now.
Yeah, I don't like that, though. His shot is so ugly.
Tony Snell, I don't even know why he's on the Bucks anymore.
Because it just costs more to, it costs less essentially to keep him. Because they'd have to like buy out his contract. So they're like, might as well.
Why they don't start the Lord and Savior Dellavedova. Yeah. Animal. He's so bad. My dad hates him so much.
Yeah.
I just like love him.
Welcome back to Aldo Cintaga Stadium. Again, we are scoreless here at the half between the Phoenix and the Raiders. And it's been, again, a defensive battle here in this first half of action, as there's only been 10 total shots between both teams. The Phoenix with 1 shot on goal. And looking at the shots, the only player for Green Bay with 2 total shots is Tomer Zloxauer. Otherwise, a number of players with a single shot in Michael Carrion Jr., Kevin Sela, along with Brady Lenius and Bernard Asibi-Rule. When that 1 shot on goal did come from Kevin Sela on that corner. Then for the stats for Wright State with 2 shots, Dre Corfey has 2 shots, and then a single shot coming from Dan Bent along with Blake Pitster here in the first half, as the teams will be switching directions now here in the second half. So Wright State will be going from right to left as we're looking at it, and then the Phoenix will be going from left to right. And this was really to be expected out of both of these teams in this first half. Really kind of taking things easy. You had a few breakaways in that, a number of corners, 7 total in the half. But the Phoenix being such a defensive-heavy team with that back line of Baran Husseini, Andre Bairez, Jack Bradford for Green Bay, along with then JT Spaeth. They like to play out of that back line and set things up with them to then get the attack forward with Tomer Zloxauer, who's been coming off of the bench, along with Bernard Asibi-Rule. You also have Joey Bourgeois as well for Green Bay. So first half that you would expect for the Phoenix, they had a number of scoring opportunities, and just that one little finishing move that they need to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. they're getting enough opportunities. It's just trying to find a way to finish, and this is a young attacking team. When you look at the forwards, a CB Rule, only a sophomore. Tomer Zlachsauer is a junior, but then Joey Bourgeois is just a freshman. So again, I've said it multiple times with this soccer team, you know, these freshmen. Again, a year ago, a guy like Joey Bourgeois was just finishing up his final year of high school and now playing at the Division I level. That is a big jump. So Bourgeois, to even have the production he's had with 3 goals on the year, is a really, really great and exciting thing if you're a Phoenix fan, because again, it's such a difficult jump to make, that jump from high school up to the collegiate level, and then it's an even larger jump when you're talking going from playing at in college then up to the professional level. Phoenix nearly turning it over early on. That gets sent down into the center backs of Wright State. And there's a whistle. Is it going to be a free kick coming for Green Bay? The CB Rule. Plenty of room now. So they'll go out wide to Bourgeois. Tries a low cross into the box. It's knocked away, and that'll roll out for a corner kick. 5th one of the match for Green Bay. Coming out to take this on this near side, it will be Rule. Sophomore's got 2 goals and an assist on the year. That into the box off the hands of Sundell at first. He's able to still pull it in. Then that kick dropping down as the Phoenix are able to get to it. And that'll go off of Rule for a throw-in for the Raiders. Bourgeois with the 1 touch to Sela. Sela can't keep going with it, but Husseini heading it down. That was a dangerous play from the midfielders. Kvedchik comes out to scoop it up and quickly rolls it out ahead for Rule. He's got a little bit of space. Just dump it back for Vang. Brown trying to make a move into the box. Loses it for a moment. And that'll be a goal kick. That goes out, throw in for Green Bay. That was intended for Harvey Slade. That gets touched out for a corner. So again, Green Bay getting some at least scoring opportunities now with their second set piece. They take it short. Wright State able to get out and defend it. Still able to get the ball in the box. It rattles around. And Wright State able to clear out, now trying to counter. Corfy with a spin move. He's got a little bit of space. Goes out to the right, and then that pass up ahead. Kuvedchik able to come off his line and slide down to pick it up. And that pass backwards and short. So Wright State able to come right back now and attack. Rule has to go back to Husseini. There's an interception for Green Bay. Trying to win the foot race. Doesn't have any numbers forward. There's going to be a whistle. The official is reaching into his pocket. Could be a potential card coming. There's a little bit of pushing going on as well. Take a look at the replay. This will be a free kick for Green Bay. Line drive into the box, rattling around, still dangerous, and it's cleared out by the Raiders. It'll be a throw in for Green Bay. And another throw in for Green Bay. Long pass out wide. Husseini's able to get there. He does have Rule to his right. And then a through ball up ahead to Rule. He can't get that extra touch into the box for a cross, but it will go out for another corner. So we're into the 55th minute of action. Again, still scoreless. The Phoenix now coming up on there with 6 corners so far. This one goes back post and punched away by Sundell. Still some danger, though, coming from Green Bay. Rule with a low cross in, and that is saved by Sundell. Sundell will throw it out quickly. Phoenix trying to get back on defense. It's chipped up ahead, and that's onside, but it goes right into the knees of Kuvedchik. So after the Phoenix looked like they had a scoring opportunity, then the counterattack working well for Wright State. Just not able to put that ball towards either post to make Kuvedchik, who's playing that angle perfectly, have to move it all. Clay Brown now on this near side. Rule, he'll center it. It's Brown now. Brown tries to cross it in. It goes off of a defender for yet another corner. That'll be corner kick number 7 for the Phoenix. You see again here, Brown with some nice space, trying to make a move, then able to send what would have been a line drive into the box, and it goes right off of the thigh of the defender. High corner goes all the way through the box. Green Bay trying to save it. They're able to. So they'll send another cross in, and that's headed away. Phoenix keep possession. They try to go cross pitch to Rule. Bourgeois trying to get some space. Bourgeois has it in the box. Try to low touch again across, but that's taken away by the defense. Slade with the touch ahead. That time it's offsides. So after the offside, this will be a free kick for Green Bay. Husseini. Husseini loses it. So far through this match, Green Bay with 9 total shots, 3 of them on goal. To Wright State's 5 shots and 1 shot on goal. Phoenix with a number of other scoring opportunities as well, as they've had 8 corners to just 3 for Wright State. Rule with the touch, able to get past the defender, now trying to win the foot race and just get slowed down enough. Then there's a whistle, so there will be a foul. No card given, but dangerous spot for a free kick. There is an update now on the Horizon League standings as we have a little bit of a stoppage. Oakland able to pick up 3 points today. So now they move up with 12 points. So they are in third, and now the Phoenix and IUPUI are tied for fourth in the Horizon League standings. Line drive free kick doesn't find its way to anyone for Green Bay in the box. Rule able to split 2 defenders. Bourgeois has to circle back. And a nice one touch, but Sundell's able to come out and scoop that up. There's just about 29 minutes now left to play in this match, still scoreless. If Wright State either wins or ties, they will win the Horizon League regular season title and then will host the conference tournament. There's a free kick awarded to the Phoenix. Long cross pitch pass up ahead that's headed down. So there'll be a number of substitutions now coming in. Four total players for Green Bay and 1 for Wright State. And throw in for the Raiders.
And for the Raiders, number 27, Dominic Tuck. And for the Phoenix, number 7, Tomer Zoxlauer. Number 11, Michael Carrion. Number 17, Brady Linus. Number 21, Green Law.
And there's a shot that just able to stay wide. It was hooking in. You look at the replay. Those substitutes coming in, Michael Carrion Jr., Kareem Lauba, and Tomer Zloxauer for Green Bay, and then Dominic Tajak checks in for Wright State. Now the freshman Abram Hill comes in for Green Bay. Now, there was no stoppage at first. Now the official blowing the whistle is Green Bay player is down. Then a conference going on with the official and a couple of the players for both Green Bay and Wright State. So they try to sort everything out. There's still now a conversation going on with the official and one of the coaches. And there's going to be a card. This card is going to go to Alec Philippe for Wright State. No, Philippe's going to have to be careful. The junior forward, he leads Wright State with 11 goals on the year. If he gets another yellow card, he will be ejected from the game. And that cross bouncing off the top of the net looked dangerous there for a few moments. You see again on the replay, wanted to try and go to this near post, but just kept hooking. Then a misplay from the midfielder for Green Bay, which opens up some attacking pressure now for Wright State. So they work it out wide. Then it'll go off of Bradford that time. Quick throw in taken. And then there's going to be a whistle for a free kick. So Wright State with a scoring opportunity. So there's just inside 25 minutes remaining here in the game. Wright State making sure they've got everything set up, and the referee making sure the wall for Green Bay is 10 yards off the ball. And now they are set. And they want to go back post, but that just keeps on sailing over the top of the net. No real danger that time for Kuvedchik or the rest of the defense for Green Bay. And that'll be advantage called for Green Bay. They'll take it quickly up to Lauba. Lauba wanted to try and center for Zlakzauer. And that was intercepted before then going out off of Lauba for a throw-in for the Raiders. The pass intercepted. Long pass up ahead to Zlakzauer, and they'll say he's offsides. And if Zlakzauer was offsides, he was maybe a half a yard, if that. That was a close call from the line judge as you look at the replay, and had plenty of space going up ahead. There's going to be now a foul called on Green Bay. So there'll be another set piece coming for the Raiders. You see there, not a whole lot the defender could really do that time, as the Wright State player was coming straight up, and defender knew he wasn't going to win that battle, so just tried to protect himself. Ended up knocking down a player for Wright State. This is the second dangerous set piece coming from Wright State here in the second half in the last few minutes. And the referee has to make sure there's no pushing and shoving going on by the wall, and that'll be free kick is deflected up and over, and they'll say it went off of the wall for Green Bay. So there's a look at the foul that set up that set piece. So it'll be another one for Wright State. This time it'll be a corner, and there's a sub now coming in for the Raiders. It's coming in is number 9, Stefan Rockvik, junior from Muskego. And a low free kick, just clearing out of the box before it's headed away and sent back to the back line of Wright State. There's an interception for Green Bay and Jack Bradford. And then a whistle as there's a player for Green Bay that went down. Now, conversation with the referee and head coach for Wright State, Jake Slemker. I didn't quite see what happened as I was looking up ahead at the ball. It looked like this happened behind it. Just taking a look at the replay. Midfielder for Wright State stepping in front of player for Green Bay and just completely knocking him over. Started to look ahead to see where the ball was going, so I didn't quite catch that foul in real time. Ball chipped into the box. Some fighting and muscling. A player goes down in the box. No call though. Fans here at Aldo Syntaga Stadium wanting a foul called. Inside 20 minutes now left in this game, still scoreless at 0. That'll be a whistle, and then there's going to be a stoppage and some frustration coming. So the official awarded the free kick, and there will be a yellow card given. So that's the second yellow card given to a player on Wright State. So yellow card given. This will be a free kick now for the Phoenix. That shot blocked away. That yellow card was given to number 9, Stefan Rockvik. So now both Rockvik and Philippe with yellow cards. That pass just barely too far up ahead. Husseini's going to center it as Laxauer. And that's blocked down by Bent, who has to circle back into the box. He's being harassed, gets knocked over, and then there's going to be a foul. And a conversation then going on with the referee. That's a spot where when you're playing in a match where a referee's already given 2 yellow cards, you don't want to try and argue too much if you don't get carded if you're a player, because you'll run the chance of them just giving the yellow card to get you to stop talking. Through ball up ahead into the box. Battle for it. That'll just have to be sent back over the touchline for another corner. This will be the 4th one now for the Raiders. Taken quickly and then chipped high into the box. Still bouncing around. Kuvetchik finally able to snatch that up. Kuvetchik sends it away. Corfy with it. Then there will be a whistle and a free kick coming now for the Phoenix. You see here on the replay, Corfy still just fighting for that ball, ended up getting his leg in between the legs of the Phoenix player. Off the deflections, Laxauer now with some space, trying to fight into the box, gets a little bit of room, and that one touch is deflected down. Phoenix another just inches away from having a possible goal. They will get yet another corner.
And for the Phoenix, number 10,
Brian Vang checks in, the junior from St. Paul, Minnesota. High corner into the box. And that'll be yet another corner, as now it'll just switch to this near side. About 15 minutes left to go in the game. Again, in the Horizon League standings right now, Green Bay tied for 4th as Oakland got a win to move up to 12 points. UIC sitting at 13, and then Wright State at 16. And that is right into the hands of Sundell. He's going to race out quickly. Had he rolled that out, it might have rolled right off of Bradford. Lauba tries to touch ahead to Zlagsauer. He'll make another move to get into the box, and then tries to pass in front of the mouth of the goal, and that'll roll all the way out for a throw-in for Wright State.
And for the Raiders, number 12, Alex Hummel.
Coming in for Wright State, number 12, Alex Hummel. Local product, a sophomore from Green Bay, went to Preble. And there were a number of his family members here in the stands. that pass just hooking all the way over and intercepted by the Raiders. Bradford just clears that all the way out over onto the field outside of the stadium. Wright State getting a lot of pressure now here. Is the Phoenix able to clear back out again? Pass out wide to Husseini. Husseini tries to make a move, can't get past his man. And that clear attempt ricochets down, stays with Wright State. Cross into the box, and that is headed away. Lauba with some nice moves to keep the ball alive. Now Lauba is open. They'll instead go cross pitch. And that's misplayed, intended for Zloxauer. Had a man running in behind. Wright State looking to cross into the box. High cross, Kuvedchik comes out and it bounces down in front of him, but he's able to pick it up and rolls it out quickly. Now there will be a whistle and it'll be a free kick for the Phoenix. Bent not happy about it. Lauba with a through ball into the box, and there's the goal! Green Bay takes a 1-0 lead. Tomer Zloxauer finally able to break through. Zloxauer goes fishing for the goal celebration. And the Phoenix again with a 1-0 lead, and Lauba with a beautiful through ball, able to just put it ahead. Zloxauer makes the play, able to get past Joel Sundell for a 1-0 Phoenix lead. Still with 10 minutes left to play for Green Bay. And again, the Phoenix scoring the first goal of the match here in the 81st minute. Tomer Zloxauer scoring the goal, assisted by Kareem Lauba. So Lauba getting his first assist of the game. His second assist on the year. Now a conversation happening with the official and Bent for the Raiders.
And for the Phoenix, number 14, Joey Bourgeois.
Joey Bourgeois now coming in for Green Bay as Lochzauer heads to the bench after having just scored the goal. Long pass up ahead. It's headed away, still some danger. Trying a one-touch shot that'll just stay wide. Kovedchik watches it roll out for the goal kick. And again, these Horizon League standings with only 2 games left to go on the season. Wright State sitting in first place. They need to either win today or tie to lock up the Horizon League regular season championship and then have the right to host the conference tournament. If they're unable to come away with a win or a tie, that leaves the door open for UIC. As well as then leaving the door open for Green Bay. So a free kick awarded. It's Corfy be the one to take this. And now he'll actually defer to Bent, the senior defender. And that's cleared away. And as I was talking about the Horizon League standings, UIC did lose today, but it was a non-conference game against Charlotte, and that was a road game in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Flames fell 4-0. And then a misplay from the defender, still some danger, the ball rattling around, and that shot hard into Kovedchik. He's able to bring it down. Great save from Nikola Kovedchik. That was a hard shot going to the far post. You see on this replay the misplay from the defense. A great job by Wright State to just keep staying with that ball, and then the hard shot on goal. As that's only the second shot on goal in this game for Wright State. Another free kick coming for Wright State. Then going up over the back of the defender was Bent, and he came down hard, able to pop up right away. And that's a dangerous play to try and go over the top of someone for that header.
And for the Phoenix, number 11, Michael Carrion, number 17, Brady Linus, and number 21, Kareem Lauba.
So Lauba comes back on, as does Brady Linus and Michael Carrion Jr. for Green Bay. And there will be a free kick now given. I'm surprised the Phoenix are going to take that quickly, as we're down to just about 5 minutes left to go in the game and a 1-0 lead. Try and take some time, get some players forward, eat up some more clock. Bourgeois trying to get control of the ball. Does so for a moment before it's taken away. And now with inside 5 minutes left to go, if there is any free kicks awarded to Wright State, wouldn't be surprised if they send their keeper even into the box to try and get as many numbers forward. They need to at least force a tie to try and clinch the conference. They'd rather not have to rely on the last week of play to win that conference. That clears, deflected down, Bent will go after it. And that rolls all the way down, throw in for Green Bay. Phoenix just trying to withstand the pressure now these last couple of minutes. So there's an interception for Green Bay, but then it is taken away quickly. Corfy spinning away from the defense. Lauba able to win that battle, and he'll just clear it back down again. Sundell will come out for it. Ball just rattling around, being headed back and forth before Hutton for the Raiders is able to control. That's Kinley making a play, and that will go over the touchline for a goal kick. It's Kuvedchik having a conversation with his teammates, trying to make sure that they're in the right spots defensively, and Bradford's going to talk to the official. And there'll be some substitutions as Zlakzauer now comes in for Bourgeois. We got 2:20 remaining in the game. And the Phoenix scoring in the 80th minute off of a Tomer Zlakzauer goal that was assisted by Kareem Lauba. It's the second assist for Lauba and the 6th goal on the year for Zlakzauer. And that's just cleared high out of the box. Lauba will try and get to it. Brady Linnaeus able to clear down. Zlakzauer trying to chase after it. Keep putting some pressure on the defense, at least for Wright State, force them into a potential mistake. And that touch was behind Zlakzauer. A minute and a half now left. There's going to be a whistle. It'll be a free kick for Green Bay. And that will keep the clock running. And again, Green Bay taking that quickly instead of letting players get set up. And with 1 minute left, it'll be a throw in for Wright State. Instead, excuse me, that'll actually be a free kick. It looked like that had gone out of bounds. Line drive to the front of the box, headed away, and it's headed out to Zloxauer, and there's just about 30 seconds left to go. Lauba's able to make a run. He's one-on-one. Kareem Lauba with a chance to make it 2-0, and he gets blocked away. Kick save from Sundell. 20 seconds left now. And that's headed down. Now down to 15. Vang's able to win that away, and he'll send it back down. 10 seconds now left.
6, 5, 4, 3.
And that's cleared down into the box. That shot is going to be on, and it is away and no good. 1-0 the score. The Phoenix with an 80th minute goal from Tomer Zloxauer. Stay alive for a chance to potentially win the Horizon League. But with now 13 points on the season in conference play, they move up to a tie for second place in the Horizon League with UIC with 1 game left to go on the year. The Phoenix will have to go on the road at Cleveland on Friday, November 2nd for a chance to, if things fall their way, potentially win the Horizon League. Again, I am Hunter Vaughn saying so long from Aldo Cintaga Stadium, where the final score is Green Bay 1, Wright State 0. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.